Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Bandai Namco, the Anime Heroes Chainsaw Man. So big shout out and thank you to Bandai Namco for sending this out to me to review for you guys. I'm actually really excited about this. Every now and then I do watch some anime. Chainsaw Man is one that I just watched recently. Very interesting show, very gory show. But really good. Had a really strong start to, you see, Denji and his character and kind of what his motivation in life was and everything like that. And then he becomes Chainsaw Man and his motivation changes and all he wants to do is, so it was a pretty good show, I must admit. There's only one season, like 12 episodes. If you've got Crunchyroll, you can watch it. But interesting show for sure. So I'm excited to actually have this chance to check out Denji, the Chainsaw Man. So here, the Anime Heroes, we get a white neon green kind of color pattern. Anime Heroes, they make figures for a lot of different anime. So there's One Piece, there is Bleach, there's I think there's Naruto, there's Jujutsu Kaisen, all kinds of anime figures that they make. But here, Chainsaw Man, this is the only one so far is Denji. We get some artwork there on that side. There on that side, I'm assuming that says Chainsaw Man. I don't actually know. I'll just read that part there. That's in English, so you can see there. And just a look at the figure there on the back. So not a whole lot to it. So let's go ahead and get Denji out of the package and take a look at the Chainsaw Man. Okay, so here is Denji out of the package. You know what? This thing is a whole lot of fun. He doesn't come with any accessories though. So that kind of sucks. What I will tend to think or believe is that there will be additional figures released. Maybe we will get a regular Denji, so he has regular arms, regular Denji head sculpt and stuff. Because as of this figure, he's just in his Chainsaw Man power-up. I don't know how you would call that, actually, in his... What do they refer to as ghouls? Or whatever it is. But anyway, so no accessories, so that does kind of suck that he doesn't come with anything. But the figure itself is actually a whole lot of fun with him. The articulation surprised me in the torso because I'm like, oh, he doesn't have any any movement in the torso, but he does. At first I was like, oh, it's all rubbery and stuff, and like feels weird because that allows you to actually get a crazy crunch on in there, which is pretty awesome. So pretty standard articulation everywhere that you would kind of want it. The ankles are a little bit lacking, but the figure itself does look pretty good. The chainsaws are of a rubber material, so you're not gonna you're not gonna poke yourself or anything like that. There's nothing to worry about there. So interesting design and kind of how it's done and everything. But I do like the way it looks. So let's go ahead and get in for a closer look at the head sculpt and the rest of the figure, and then we'll take a look at the articulation. Okay, so you guys may have noticed I'm trying out some new lighting here. So I have a bright red light above me just to kind of help bring out some of the details. See if it'll work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You guys let me know down in the comments below as I just, kind of try some different things out. But anyway, looking at the head sculpt there, it looks pretty good. The paint work wise, there's not a whole lot going on. Obviously the orange of the chainsaw, then a little bit of the black color in there, and then just white for the teeth there. The sculpted detail of it does look pretty good, just like you had seen like in the anime. I'm not sure exactly manga wise what how much it translates. I would imagine that it's pretty accurate there. Again, the chainsaw itself is a rubber material, so just dark gray rubber, a little bit of silver paint in there. The same on the arms, kind of throughout, as you can see there. He's just got the tie. The tie is a little bit of harder plastic there. The shirt is very soft. Feels pretty thin. I don't know if it's going to tear or anything like that, but it does allow the movement, as you can see there. So that is pretty cool, back and forth crunch movement. Yeah. So there we go. And then he's just got pants there, and then he's got his tennis shoes, as you can see there. So not a whole lot going on. Back of the figure, obviously nothing. So there we go. But looks pretty good at all the different angles and everything that you want to get him in, which is pretty awesome. So now let's go ahead and check out his articulation. Okay, so let's see how Denji can move. The neck is on a separate piece, so the neck itself can move around, and then the head can swivel on that neck. But the neck is going to be where you're going to get the tilt to get him to look up, only that much. Get him to look down a fair amount. So up is a little bit lacking. Get a full rotation in there, of course. The shoulder you can get to go up. It's actually on a ball joint inside that shoulder, so you can see the roundabout motion that you can get in there. You can get it to go straight out. You do a full rotation in there, of course. Somewhat of a butterfly or butterfly type articulation. You get a little bit of crossbody push it into there, but you don't really get it to go back. The elbow has a tiny bit of swivel in there, and it's only a single joint because of the design of the shirt sleeve and everything with the arm. So you're only going to get that much bend, not even quite 90 degrees there. So a little lacking. But I do think it kind of works, especially given that he's got some chainsaws for his arms. Like, you know, was he going to bend it all the way back and then hit himself in the face? Like, you know, that doesn't really make sense. The same there. You can see not quite 90 degrees. You get a swivel in there, and there's a little bit of a ball joint, but you don't really get a whole lot of tilt to the left or the right. But you got that ab crunch in there, so you can actually crunch forward that much there, as you can see. And then you can actually crunch back quite far. Like so. I wish there was a tilt, but there's really not. Like, it's the tiniest bit of tilt in there. The legs actually do have a drop down feature, which is kind of nice. It's not a huge amount. You could just drop it down. That even though these are Bandai, like, it's not SH Figuarts, you know, quality stuff. Keep that in mind. This is like a $22, $23, $24, $25 figure. I think it's in stock at bigbadtoystore.com. So I have a link in the video description there for you. And I know you can find it like at GameStops and stuff. I don't think Chainsaw Man is going to be showing up at Target. I could be wrong, and maybe eventually they will, but as of now, I haven't seen any reports or anything of Chainsaw Man hitting Target. Leg can kick forward that much. Leg goes back quite a bit. You do have a thigh cut in there. You don't get a full swivel, but you can turn the leg a little bit there. Double jointed knee that is pinless, so that is pretty cool. Nice little bend there. The foot has a swivel, and you can hinge a little bit. There's the tiniest bit of pivot in there as well, so that is definitely where it's lacking, and that's probably going to be on because of the design of the shoes, to where the shoes, he's got high tops on, so it kind of come up, so it really hinders the ankle articulation. So it's kind of tough getting the leg out and then trying to pivot on there. You could do it a little bit, but not a whole lot. So there is the articulation of Denji. Not terrible. Pretty good. It's just, you know, again, these are not SH Figuarts Bandai. This is Bandai Namco Anime Heroes. So it gets in the poses that you really want him to go with, so it works, but it is limited in some areas. The unfortunate part, again, also, is that there are no other Chainsaw Man figures from the anime, so it's kind of tough that we don't have anything to kind of for him to go with. I don't actually have any other Anime Heroes figures. I was thinking about getting the Jujutsu Kaisen ones. For a short time I had Gojo and Megami, but then I returned them. I was thinking, you know, we can have them because the show was pretty good. Ended up not keeping them. Kind of regret not getting them. I might circle back and try and go back and get them, but we'll see. You guys let me know what you think of the Anime Heroes line in general. But let's go ahead and check out some side-by-side comparisons with Denji. Okay, so for some domestic figure options, here we have the Secret Empire Marvel Legends Captain America, the Walmart exclusive, and then version 2 of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes that came with Timber. It was a version 2 Timber, as you can see there. So Denji actually stacks up pretty well compared to those, and usually with anime or import figures, you would kind of see a little bit more of a size difference. But again, this isn't SH Figuarts. So if we look at like an SH Figuarts figure, so here we have the Marvel Legends Final Swing Spider-Man, you could see that that is quite a noticeable size difference between the two. So I would imagine that the Chainsaw Man SH Figuarts figure, while I'm sure superior in terms of articulation and everything, size-wise, I don't know exactly how that's going to kind of look. He may be very undersized compared to the Bandai Namco Anime Heroes figure, but just based on these two SH Figuarts figures, you can see Denji is quite tall, and I guess maybe the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man figure might be a little bit taller than the others. He is, not a lot, so still going to be a pretty fair size difference between SH Figuarts figures in a 1/12 scale and the Bandai Namco. Okay, so that's my review of Denji, the Chainsaw Man Bandai Anime Heroes figure. You guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this Chainsaw Man figure? What do you think of the Anime Hero figures in general? Let me know down in the comments below. Link in the video description below. I'll have a link to the Chainsaw Man figure. I believe it's available in stock right now at bigbadtoystore.com, so link in the video description below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.